All right. What is up, you guys? Sam Dog, the infamous 253, coming at you guys on the speakerphone with Dallas Stewart. I know I was wanting to do this when I got to my Airbnb, but I figured, since, I'd have to carry a lot of stuff when I go on my flight tomorrow, I just want to have a lighter load. So we're gonna do this down in the game room where we do the red zone reaction. So week 12 is in the books. Dallas, we went 10-3 on the week after the Ravens just pistol whipped the Los Angeles Chargers on Monday Night Football to wrap it up. And now we bring on the week 13 picks. Dallas, how are you doing?
Doing pretty good. It's going to be nice to enjoy that Seahawks win on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. And first and foremost, we want to be the first to wish everyone, if we haven't already, wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving coming up this week. Hope you
Yeah.
all have a good Thanksgiving.
Stay safe out there and enjoy it with your families.
Yeah, exactly. And now we bring on the week 13 picks. First off, the Thanksgiving games. We got Thanksgiving game number one. We got the Chicago Bears going to Detroit to take on the Detroit Lions. The Bears took the Minnesota Vikings to overtime, converted an onside kick, was able to tie the game, but they freaking could not get it going. And then Minnesota just went down the field, kicked the game-winning field goal, handing Chicago another heartbreaking loss. Meanwhile, the Detroit Lions yesterday, they freaking took care of their business against the Indianapolis Colts. I thought they would have put a lot more points on the board than what they put up in the past. I was quite surprised by that, weren't you, Dallas?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit surprised by that, but I am going to take the Detroit Lions to keep it rolling, and they're going to be eating victory turkey on Thanksgiving Day. Give me the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, give me Detroit as well to get to 11-1 and hand the Bears their sixth straight loss.
Yeah, Bears had a lot of freaking heartbreaking losses
They
coming,
sure have.
starting with that Hail Mary, like you mentioned before.
It's been all downhill for them ever since.
Yeah, it's been just crazy what one Hail Mary could do to a team. Absolutely demoralized them. All right. Up next, we got Thanksgiving game number two. We got the New York Giants going down to Jerry World to take on the Dallas Cowboys. The Giants got absolutely pistol whipped and wrecked by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the Dallas Cowboys, surprise, surprise, upset win over the Washington Commanders. Scored a crazy kickoff return touchdown and then took an onside kickback for a touchdown to seal the deal after Washington missed a game time PAT after a touchdown. That game was a little wild.
Yeah, it was. Kicking woes really cost Washington.
That was a game I never thought we were going to whiff on, but we ended up whiffing on that one. Battle of the
Yeah.
Battle of the backup quarterbacks. Obviously, the Giants released Daniel Jones earlier on before last week. It's Tommy DeVito at the helm. Tommy DeVito versus Cooper Rush. Okay, we obviously know who's better. Give me the Dallas Cowboys to be eating turkey on their home field on Thanksgiving and eating that victory turkey. Give me the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, give me the Cowboys as well to improve to 5-7. The Giants just look like they have mailed it in, and this by far is a Thanksgiving toilet bowl. This honestly is the worst Thanksgiving game in quite a while,
Oh,
or
big.
that I can remember.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. All right. Up next, we got the nightcap for Thanksgiving. We got Thanksgiving game number three. We got the Miami Dolphins going to Lambeau Field to take on the Green Bay Packers. Miami Dolphins absolutely shredded the Las Vegas Raiders, and the Green Bay Packers shredded and pistol whipped the injury riddled San Francisco 49ers with ease, 38-10. San Fran was a no-show, and Green Bay just absolutely waxed them as expected. I mean, Miami's back with Tua. Tua's looking like he's gotten the rhythm with his weapons again. Ever since they had that loss to Arizona, that they probably should have won that game if they didn't took their foot off the gas. And Green Bay, they're fighting for their rights to be one of the wild card teams because I don't think they're going to catch Detroit. But Jordan Love's playing good football. That Packer defense is playing good. They are looking good on offense. Josh Jacobs. Christian Watson, freaking Reed. They got weapons over there for sure. They're just killing it right now. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take the Green Bay Packers to get a win against the Miami Dolphins. I think this should be one of the better games of Thanksgiving. It'll be interesting to see how Miami goes up, but I'm going to give the slight edge to Green Bay since they're playing in Lambeau Field. I'm taking the Packers.
Yeah, give me Green Bay as well. I do think Miami's gonna give them all they have. But I think the cold weather is gonna make a little bit of a difference. And I don't think Miami has enough on offense to keep up with Green Bay.
I mean, they still have Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, and Jonnu Smith's been coming
Well,
in.
I think their defense is going to be tested, I guess.
Yeah. Jonnu Smith's been playing good for the Dolphins as of late, too.
I would not be surprised if Miami got their fourth in a row, but I just have to favor Green Bay at home in the cold.
Yeah, because this is around the time where where Lambeau Field starts becoming the frozen tundra.
Yeah.
All right. Up next, we got Black Friday football. Once again, we got the Las Vegas Raiders going to Arrowhead to take on the defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs. The Las Vegas Raiders got shredded by the Miami Dolphins, and the Chiefs. I cannot believe our lock of the year was as close as it was. I mean, they had the battle with the Carolina Panthers. The Panthers tied it, but they left too much time on the clock for the Chiefs to drive down to get into field goal range for the substitute kicker since Butker was on IR, and he nailed it with ease to give Kansas City a 30-27 win over the Carolina Panthers. They had to squeak it out in Charlotte. That was a surprisingly good game that I did not think was going to be a good game. I was surprised that game was as close as it was. But
Yeah.
Chiefs and Raiders, you know how it's going to go. Give me the Kansas City Chiefs to complete the sweep of the Raiders.
Yeah, give me the Chiefs as well to get to 11-1, and we'll see if they actually look good this week and don't win ugly. They've been making a habit of it all year, it seems like. And actually, the Raiders lost to Denver.
Yeah, Denver. That's what I meant
last
to say.
week.
Denver. Yeah,
They started off good, but then they fell apart.
that's right. That's right. Raiders lost to the Dolphins too.
I think Minshew got hurt.
Yeah, that's right. Raiders did lose to the Broncos. My bad. Sorry about that. That's right, because the Raiders got killed by Miami 2 weeks ago. My bad about that. So yeah, Raiders got killed by Bo Nix. Bo Nix and Denver ran all over, and Minshew is out for the year with a broken collarbone. So now it's Aiden O'Connell the rest of the year. But one would think maybe the Raiders would take a chance, maybe signing Daniel Jones. I mean, what do they got to lose? Granted, as much as Daniel Jones said he wants to go to back up a contending team like Baltimore or one of those other teams. I don't see that happening, though. But yeah, sorry about that, guys. A little tired. Got to get ready to wake up for my 7:20 flight to go to New York tomorrow. So it's a little exhausting. I'm going to hit the hay in a little bit when I'm done with this. But yep, give me Kansas City. All right, up next, we got the Houston Texans going to Duval to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Texans choke big time against the Tennessee Titans. The Texans are, like you mentioned, they're looking like frauds.
They really are.
Yeah, and the Jacksonville Jaguars. What's going on with the Jaguars?
Weren't they on a bye, and then
They got pistol whipped by the Detroit Lions prior to that.
Oh yeah, just got annihilated.
Yeah, that really was the lock of the year. I'll be honest with that one.
Yeah.
That really was the lock of the year. The Lions killing the Jaguars a couple weeks back. But, the Jaguars are just worse. Give me the Houston Texans to bounce back.
Yeah, give me Houston to bounce back. The Jaguars are just an absolute dumpster fire.
Yeah. Ooh, all right. Up next, we got the Indianapolis Colts going to New England to take on the Patriots, the former Manning versus Brady Bowl, way back in the earlier days of when the Manning versus Brady games were good, when Peyton was with when Peyton used to get killed by Brady back in the earlier days when we had to face those tough Patriot defenses back in the day. And then the one time when Manning got him in the 2006 AFC Championship game. Remember those days, Dallas?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Indianapolis Colts. Last week they had to take on Detroit. They fell to the Lions. And they hung in there for a little bit, but Detroit, man, like I said, I thought they would have put up over 30 in that game. I'm surprised they didn't. Meanwhile, the New England Patriots last week, the Patriots got shredded by the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, the Patriots actually looked bad last week. And they haven't really gotten blown out all that much. But
They really have.
they clinched 3 straight losing seasons for the first time since 91 through 93.
Wow. And that was before they got Bledsoe.
That long since they've had 3 straight losing seasons.
Yeah. I'm taking the Indianapolis Colts to bounce back from that loss to Detroit. Give me Indianapolis.
Yeah, give me Indianapolis to bounce back and keep their slim wild card hopes alive.
Yeah. All right, up next, we got the Los Angeles Chargers going to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. The Chargers just lost to the Baltimore Ravens at home in the Harbaugh Bowl at SoFi Stadium. Meanwhile, the Atlanta Falcons, well, after
They weren't they on a bye, and
yeah,
then they
and
got
before that they got
rolled by the Broncos.
that's right, they did get steamrolled by Bo
And
Nix and the Broncos.
they're starting to look like frauds.
Yeah, but oh man, NFC South, is it starting to open up in the NFC South?
I
Man.
think so.
Yeah. Chargers, man, tough battle. They were playing the Ravens tough earlier in that game if you guys were watching
Yeah.
earlier. But tough loss for them. I'm gonna go ahead though, and I'm gonna take the Los Angeles Chargers to bounce back and get a win in Atlanta. I'm taking the Chargers.
Yeah, give me the Chargers to bounce back. I have just not liked what I've seen from Atlanta since they played us in like week 7.
Yeah. Atlanta's just I don't know what's going on with Atlanta right now.
Me either.
All right. Up next, our game. I am going to this one. Back in MetLife Stadium, we got the Seattle Seahawks going to MetLife, going to East Rutherford, New Jersey to take on the New York Jets. Seahawks coming off of that big win yesterday at home against the Arizona Cardinals, not allowing a single touchdown. Leonard Williams really got after Midget Murray, and Devin Witherspoon forced Murray to make that throw with Kobe Bryant getting the pick six, which that obviously was the play of the game right there, man.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Game ball to the defense for sure. Defense won us that game. Meanwhile, the New York Jets, the Jets pretty much freaking what happened? The Jets
The Jets were on a bye, and then they lost. They blew another one against Indianapolis.
That's right. They lost by 1 to the Colts.
Yeah.
That was the week that we beat San Francisco. Yeah. Jets are coming off a bye. They're gonna be a little rested. They still gonna start Aaron Rodgers. I heard rumors. I heard some rumors. What's going on with Aaron Rodgers right now?
I don't know. Is he hurt?
I don't know. There were rumors about him being hurt and whatnot. Like rumors that the Jets bench him. I know Aaron Rodgers is gonna want to play. Is wanting to play in 2025, but not with the Jets.
Wow.
Yeah, it's freaking crazy. I'm still not going to overlook the Jets. We already lost to the Giants this year. I'm not going to overlook
they still have some talent on offense.
Breece Hall. They got Garrett Wilson, Alan Lazard, Devontae Adams. Freaking, Devontae Adams hasn't really been much of a factor for the Jets so far ever since he got there.
It still looks like they're trying, They haven't mailed it in yet.
Yeah. I'm not going to overlook it, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the Seahawks to get a third straight win and hopefully keep the MetLife streak alive and get the 7-0 all-time at MetLife Stadium, Super Bowl 48 included. But I'm not going to sleep on the Jets. I got to see a clean game from Geno Smith, and I got to see a big game from Kenneth Walker, and I got to see a big game from our offense. So I got to see the offense do something this week, though. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the Seahawks.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Seahawks as well to get their third in a row. In the cold weather in New York. It's just a game they have no business losing.
Yeah,
but they better not fall for a trap. They better bring it. Yeah, they better not overlook the Jets.
Yeah, and we better freaking get a lot of pressure on Aaron Rodgers. Leonard Williams and Boye Mafe and Byron Murphy better have a huge game this week. And we got to shut down the screen passes going to Breece Hall. McDonald did a good job shutting down James Conner with our defense. Our defense, it's like I said it during the player interaction video. I said if we could shut down CMC, we could shut down James Conner. We shut down both those guys in back-to-back weeks. I feel like we could shut down Breece Hall, but we're going to have to really cover him on dump-off passes and screen passes too, because Breece Hall is deadly in the passing game and can't give him any open lanes to run. Because when he gets running, he can go off to the races. And then, of course, we got to face Sauce Gardner in the secondary. DK, we know DK is going to get the one-on-one with Sauce. But how much will it open up Jackson Smith and Jigba and Tyler Lockett? And are we getting Noah Fant back this week?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah. We got to play a clean game on offense, but I'm still gonna go Seahawks to keep the MetLife streak alive and beat the New York Jets. Though, let's get on to the next one. Up next, you got the Tennessee Titans going to Washington to take on the Commanders. Titans, nice little win that they had, upsetting their division rival Houston Texans, and the Commanders fall into a division rival, the Dallas Cowboys, the Dak Prescottless Dallas Cowboys to be exact. That was a surprise for sure, man. But whoo, did not see that one coming, man. But they're going to be going and pissed after losing back-to-back weeks, after losing to the Steelers and then losing to the Dallas Cowboys. But I'm going to go ahead and take the Commanders to bounce back this week.
Yeah, give me the Commanders to bounce back. They're gonna be ticked off after losing to the Cowboys at home, and they can't afford to lose four in a row, and I don't think they will.
Yeah. All right, up next, AFC North rivalry game. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers going to Cincinnati to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Steelers losing a tough one in a blizzard to the Cleveland Browns in Cleveland. Fine, it's hard to play in a blizzard, let me tell you. Meanwhile, are the Bengals coming off a what's
I
going
think
on?
the Bengals were on a bye.
Yeah, but before that, the Bengals, who did the Bengals lose? Did the Bengals? Oh yeah, Bengals lost to the Chargers.
Oh yeah, they had that almost crazy comeback.
Yeah, but then
McPherson tossed them with a couple missing two field goals.
yeah, and then they got that touchdown with I think J.K. Dobb. The Chargers got that touchdown with J.K. Dobbins, the former Raven,
Yeah,
to win that game. That was a crazy game. This is a tough one, man. Whew, but Pittsburgh of late has had the Bengals number.
Pittsburgh's losses are really suspect this year.
They really are, man. They got to go back to Ohio. Do they possibly see another blizzard? Is there a blizzard possibly going through Cincinnati this week?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, but Jamar Chase,
Cincinnati's
but
been one of the most disappointing teams this year.
yeah. Whew, granted, Jamar Chase been still is killing it for them though. That's for on offense. Burrow
Yeah.
and Chase. Burrow's good when he has Jamar Chase out there. Oh man, I'm gonna go ahead though. I'm gonna take the Pittsburgh Steelers to bounce back.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Steelers to bounce back and pretty much put the nail in the coffin to the Bengals season. And if the Steelers lose this, I think it's time to panic a little bit.
Yeah. All right.
Because it'd be another loss to a sub 500 team.
Yeah, big time. All right, up next, we got the Arizona Cardinals going to US Bank Stadium to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Pottsville curse did its thing last week, haunting the Cardinals. I gotta say, when Mike McDonald called that timeout, when we originally had that fourth down stop, I thought like that was kind of a dumb decision, man. I was questioning that one, but I'll tell you what, I think in a way, when you look at it from when we got the pick six right after it, when they tried again, would you kind of say that was the Pottsville curse, the spirits of Pottsville giving us a gift after that, maybe?
Maybe.
Yeah, I gotta look at it that way, but we got it done against the Cardinals. They didn't even score a single touchdown against the Seahawks. Minnesota Vikings, meanwhile, the Vikings, tough battle with the Chicago Bears, almost blew it, got took in overtime, but they were able to pull it away after getting a 3-and-out on defense and get in the field goal range to kick it for the win. And Vikings still playing some tough football, man. And I'm going to go ahead. I like them in this week. Give me the Minnesota Vikings to hand the Cardinals back-to-back losses. I'm taking the Vikings.
Yeah, give me the Vikings as well. Uh, Even though, I mean, they're 9-2, but it's kind of an ugly 9-2, but they're finding ways to win.
Yeah, they really
And that's
are.
they kind of remind me a lot of Kansas City this year
I I'm not going to argue that. That's for sure.
with their wins.
Yeah.
They just haven't really looked all that impressive.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you on that. All right, up next, we got the Los Angeles Rams going to New Orleans to take on the New Orleans Saints. The Rams got absolutely steamrolled by Saquon Barkley and the Philadelphia
Yeah.
Eagles. Saquon killed them. 255 rushing yards total in that game and two touchdowns, two long touchdown runs. Saquon Barkley single-handedly murdered the Los Angeles Rams. And meanwhile, the New Orleans Saints. What's going on are the Saints coming off a bye as well?
Weren't they on a bye also?
And then that what happened to them prior to that bye?
Didn't they? Was it? Didn't they beat? No, they beat Atlanta when we did Red Zone.
Yeah, they beat Atlanta when we did Red Zone. Yeah, I don't quite remember what happened with the Saints.
Oh, they beat Cleveland in the toilet bowl.
Oh yeah, that's right. They won the. That's right. They did beat Cleveland. You're right. That's right. It's just, oh man, I had the other list burned after. Usually I burn most of the list except for the one we were freaking
Really
winning.
weird season.
Yeah, but they're not beating the Rams. The Rams, Cooper Kupp and Nakua. I expect them to have a field day. Give me the Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah, give me the Rams to bounce back and get to 500 and like stay in the NFC West race and the wild card race.
Yeah. All right, up next, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to Carolina to take on the Carolina Panthers. The Buccaneers just absolutely annihilated the New York Giants. The Panthers, surprise, surprise, they gave Kansas City a battle.
Yeah.
That was a crazy battle, but give me Tampa Bay to complete the sweep of the Panthers.
Yeah, give me Tampa as well to get back to 500. I give Carolina credit for giving all Kansas City they can handle, and they've shown me something that this year that maybe the future is starting to look a little bit brighter for them.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Bad ownership.
They look a lot better than they did the first couple weeks of the season.
Yeah, somewhat. They have more than their win total from last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Up next, we got the Philadelphia Eagles going to Baltimore to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Like I mentioned before, Eagles ran all over the Rams in SoFi Stadium, and the Ravens just took care of their business against the Los Angeles Chargers, getting a 30-23 win over the Los Angeles Chargers in the Harbaugh Bowl. This is going to be a crazy good game, man. I have a feeling.
Probably game of the week. Game of the week, I think.
Why is this one not a primetime game? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I don't know.
My God, the Ravens are hot. Lamar Jackson's record against the NFC, it's pretty crazy, man. Lamar has a good record against NFC quarterbacks. Ravens, ever since their 0-2 start, they've been on a roll for sure,
Yeah.
man. Eagles are looking like their 2022 form from a couple years back too. They're looking pretty good too. But of course, they did lose Brandon Graham for the year on their pass rush.
That's a big loss.
Brandon Graham, though, I think he's up. He's been in it for a while. I think it's about time for him to retire. He's proven enough. I think Brandon Graham is a Hall of Famer for sure.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is going to be a good one. I'm gonna go ahead though, and I'm actually gonna take a shot on the Philadelphia Eagles. I like the way they've been playing. I'm gonna go ahead though, and I think Lamar takes a second L to an NFC quarterback, and I think it's going to be Jalen Hurts this week. I think if they get Saquon Barkley going the way that he was, if he gets back to where he left off at in LA from last night, I think the Eagles got a pretty good chance. If the Eagles can keep Lamar Jackson in the pocket and just that defense can hold him up, this would be a good one. But I'm actually going to go ahead. This game could go either way, but this is going to be a good one. I'm going to take the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Eagles as well to keep it rolling. They're just clicking on all cylinders right now. And I think they're the only team in the NFC that can really challenge
Detroit.
Detroit.
Yeah, I feel that
if that ends up being the NFC Championship, that should be a great game.
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Because both teams can put up points.
They can. Saquon showed it last night against the Rams.
Yeah.
Yeah. My gosh. All right. Up next, we got the Sunday night football game. We got the San Francisco 49ers going to Buffalo to take on the Bills. The 49ers without Brock Purdy and without Nick Bosa got shredded in Lambeau Field by the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, the Buffalo Bills, I think they're coming off of a bye week.
And before that, they handed the Chiefs their only loss.
That's right. They did hand the Chiefs their only loss. Man, 49ers, man, ever since they lost to us, we pretty much, I got to say it. I think, like Brendan Nelson mentioned it, the Niners Super Bowl window has officially been closed. And I think, how fitting was it when we handed them that loss when Geno had that game-winning touchdown run, that it was us that closed their window.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think after this year when they got to pay Purdy, and it's going to result in them losing a bunch of players, but I think it's safe to say the Niners window is closed. They lost back-to-back, and you know what? For this, man, Buffalo is just rolling on all cylinders. They're well-rested. they're going to be ready for this one. Granted, even if the Niners have Brock Purdy back, I don't think they got a shot in hell against the Buffalo Bills. And Buffalo's just hot. Josh Allen's clicking on all cylinders. And for the Sunday night game, this is going to be crazy. I'm going to do this, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. Give me the Buffalo Bills lock of the week.
Yeah, I can't believe I'm going to do this, but yeah, you're right. Bills lock of the week. The 49ers are just too banged up right now.
Yeah.
They're just outnumbered. And Buffalo is just rolling.
Yeah.
Ever since that mini 2-game losing streak against Baltimore and Houston, they haven't looked back.
No, they have not, man.
And maybe this might be the year they finally get to the Super Bowl with Josh Allen.
I could see it.
This is their best chance.
Yeah, they had a chance in 2021, but it's looking like this is a way better chance now ever since they blew that divisional round of Kansas City last year.
And if Kansas City get one more slip up and Buffalo were to win out,
home field advantage in the AFC.
They would have home field.
Yeah, and the road to the Super Bowl in the AFC would go through Buffalo.
Yeah, which we know is a tough place to play in January.
Oh, big time. It gets cold over there. All right, yeah. Last but not least, the Monday night game. We got the Cleveland Browns going to Denver to take on the Broncos. I'll be on the plane home. Hopefully, the plane that I'm on, hopefully they got the satellite TV and ESPN so I could watch this for Monday Night Football while I'm on the plane. So hopefully, I hope my plane has this because I would love to watch it. The Cleveland Browns getting that big upset win at home in the blizzard against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Denver Broncos taking care of their business, completing the sweep of the Las Vegas Raiders. Bo Nix playing some good football. Cortland Sutton, I got to give props earlier in the season when we freaking were getting after Nix and he didn't look ready. I got to give props to Bo Nix. He has improved.
Yeah, he has.
And he's looking like he's going to be that guy for Denver. We'll see how far I can take it, though. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the Denver Broncos to get the job done in the Mile High at home. Bo Nix is playing good. Cortland Sutton playing good. Broncos is playing some good football as of late. I'm taking the Denver Broncos to hand the Cleveland Browns a loss. Give me the Broncos.
Yeah, give it the Broncos to make it 3 in a row. I think Cleveland's in for a letdown after that upset win at home last week in the snow against Pittsburgh. Weird that they get back-to-back primetime games.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man.
3-8 and they get another primetime game.
Yeah, but
that's very intriguing Monday night game, to say the least.
Yeah, but they're going to be a little bit rested, though. That's for sure, since they play Thursday. All right, and there you have it. Those are our Week 13 picks. We got Lions over Bears, Cowboys over Giants, Packers over Dolphins, Chiefs over Raiders, Texans over Jaguars, Colts over Patriots, Chargers over Falcons, Seahawks over Jets, Commanders over Titans, Steelers over Bengals, Vikings over Cardinals, Rams over Saints, Buccaneers over Panthers, Eagles over Ravens, Bills lock of the week over the Niners, and Broncos over the Browns. We went 10-3 for week 12. Let's see how we do this week. I got a 7:20 flight. I'm going to get this video uploaded, and then I'm going to go to bed. Drop your picks down below in the comments. Yinzer Mac, check this. I'm going to send you this video once I get it uploaded before I hit the hay. And Dallas, let's see how we can do, man.
Yep.
All right. Catch y'all later. If you ain't with it, you ain't infamous. And as always, go Seahawks.